Today we are doing 12-1 polyhedrons and other three-dimensional figures. We have a couple vocabulary words I'd like to go over. The first one is, what is a three-dimensional figure? It's a solid object that do not lie in a plane. They have length, width, and height. Basically, this is just like a three-dimensional or a 3D figure. So like a cube or a rectangle that is like a box where you can see it. A polyhedron is a three-dimensional figure with faces that are polygons. So those could be prisms or pyramids, which I'll show you actual pictures of those in a second. And then you have a prism, and those are polyhedrons with two parallel and congruent bases with lateral faces that are parallelograms. So they can be a triangle or square, etc. So looking here, this is a polyhedron. Okay, it has faces, which it was talking about, and then it can have like a triangle. That the face of the polyhedron could be a triangle or a square or a rectangle, those kind of things, and that would make it a polyhedron because those are polygons. However, with a prism, if you notice, it has these two lines here that make it kind of like a box. So it's kind of like looking at a triangular box. Like if you're going to give a present and it was a triangle box, okay? That's how I visualize this. Prisms don't have to be triangular. This is just an example of a triangular prism. You could have a prism that is a rectangular prism where the faces would be the top and the bottom. The faces would be rectangles. You could have a pentagonal prism where you have 5 sides and the top and the bottom of the box, that's how I think of it, are pentagons. So the pentagon would have 5 sides on the top and 5 sides on the base, and it would be considered a pentagonal prism. Here we have something called the Euler formula. It does not look like it says Euler, but this is the name of the man who created this formula. And here is his formula. It says your face, or the faces, probably should add an S there because sometimes there's more than one face, but the faces plus the vertices equals the edges plus 2. And so you use this formula, and it tells you that this is a polyhedron. So it's just a special rule that always works if you have a polyhedron. So and it's called the Euler formula. So here we have a triangular prism, and here I have a triangular face on the top and a triangular face on the bottom. And I can go ahead and count how many faces I have. So besides the top and the bottom face here, you can also have faces on the sides. These are also considered faces. So besides the top and the bottom, you have this side, and then the one in the back. And you kind of have to visualize this, again, three-dimensionally. So again, we have the top and the bottom, and then there's 3 sides of the package, if you want to think of it that way. There's 3 up and down sides. So there's the 2 flat sides, that would be the top and the bottom of the, like if you're giving a gift that's triangular, so the top and the bottom, and then there would be 3 sides because it's in the triangle. If it was a box, literally like a square box, then it would be, it would have more faces. So let's just talk about this again, top and bottom, and then the 3 sides, so that would be 5 faces, plus your vertices. So let's look at the vertices here. You have one here. This is where they come together. Here, 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 and here. So if you count those, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dots. So I'm going to have plus 6. equals how many edges do I have, okay? So my edges were right here in blue. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I have 9 edges, and I have to add 2, and these should equal each other. So 6 plus 5 is 11, and 9 plus 2 is also 11. So this works. This Euler rule works for any polyhedron or three-dimensional shape. The faces plus the vertices equal the edges plus 2. Now let's look at a rectangular prism. A rectangular prism has a base here, or a face, which is a base. So you have a base right here on the bottom, and then you have to remember these sides. So this panel right here, if you want to think of it, that's considered a face. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 faces. And again, it's a rectangular, so that makes sense because it has 4 sides for the rectangular base. If it was a triangular prism, this would only have 3 faces plus the base. So again, we have the 4 side panels, if you want to think of them, and then the base, which is considered a face, so that would be 4 plus 1 is 5. And then we have to count our vertices. So we got 1 at the top, and then at the 4 corners here. So we have 5. And then we count our edges. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8. And then we add plus 2. So 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 equals 8 plus 2 is 10. So again, this Euler rule works. But then you also have non-polyhedrons. And they're still three-dimensional. And the only thing is that they have curved surfaces. So since they have curved surfaces, they are not considered polyhedrons. They are considered non-polyhedrons. And here's the 3 examples we have. A cylinder. This is also like a can, okay, like a can of soup. You have your 2 circles at the base and the lid. And then the whole thing is curved here, so it has a curved surface. A cone is also a curved surface. Down here at the bottom of the base, it is a circle. And then a sphere, like a globe, has a curved surface. So these are non-polyhedrons.